it appeared. We squad up, letting bullets fly for them gang ties. And if it really wasn't clear, fuck the other side. Oh, you down, 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 down. Oh, you down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. I swear to God, the Lord be testing me. How you take away my heart but still be blessing me? How you showing me my dreams but still be stressing me? Family know the price of fame but won't invest in me. So I'm gonna take it to the chin. I caught my wins up in the past. It's time I go and win again. I know I had to sin to win, and yeah, I'm gonna sin again. But when I count $1 million cash, I think I might go and repent. Niggas hated on me, cause calling on me. You fucking up my re-up, that's a problem, homie. Only thing that keep me focused is $1, Brody. It's always death before dishonor. Keep it silent, homie. Lost my heart deep in them trenches, it's just how I'm bred. And if I threw dirt on your name, I stand on what I said. Watch my stock rise strategic, believe it. I'm swimming in wealth and you fiending. Purebred by my business like the song said. That's why I'm shooting up the gym like I'm a ball player. Don't play with my time, it costs. Can't shoot at the dime, you're lost.
$55,000 in 6 hours.
Ever stay down for long, though.
I just can make the work move how we need it to. Don't you want to know what you're moving for? If I gotta answer that, should be time.
Wherever it's strictly business, never personal. In and out. Kill my fucking brother, bitch.
You know what come with this here, man?
You for the latest fish play? What you gonna do? Niggas our man's laying out in the box of water shit.
On the game last well.
So, what you saying? He went out the game? Look, I'm sorry, but it's not my fault and good.
Hello. Welcome to the show. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat, baby. I am here. Special edition on Saturday night. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me real quick, and then I can get this party started because I am not playing game. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, good. That's what I want to hear. Here I go. What's going on? So, came across my desk. Shout out to everybody in here. If you haven't done so already, please click like. And when the show is over, please share the video. And also, if you haven't subscribed already to my channels, please do so. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Look here, let's just get on into it. Let that little disclaimer run real quick while we get ourselves together here. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks. If you haven't done so already, it's going to go real quick and real simple. Yeah, okay, so that's running out the way. Now I'm going to put my little fun stuff up here so you feel led by the spirit to make a financial contribution to this platform. I really appreciate it. God bless you. So anyway, let's get started. All right. Now, I was sitting around enjoying, just enjoying my family, spending time with my son, talking, my oldest son, the one who you just saw on the screen, and his TV series is upcoming. And It seems some feathers got ruffled last night when me and Marcellus was cutting up, having a good time on the show. So let me address the two people that are in their feelings. One is out the country right now doing whatever it is he does with whomever he does. And the other one's stateside because he never gets invited anywhere because he's just a hired help. He's just a concubine, a betrothed concubine. So Puss in Boots, this is for you and your boss. If you even daydream, fantasize, contemplate, ponder taking any legal action against me, and you have not taken legal action against Vincent Terrell Hill, Tasha K, you better think real hard. Because if you come after me this time, there will be no mediations. There will be no, oh, let's talk about it. Let's just, do this and do. No, we're going to go all the way with this. And you better get your dog on a leash, sir. Because that wig wearing parking lot thought is going to get you sent to prison for 5 years. This is why. If you get piped up and you decide to take me to court, this is what I'm going to do to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put my email at the bottom of the screen. Let me see. Let me make sure I create it. If I don't already have, and I don't. So I'm going to create a banner real quick with my email so you can write it down. And I'm going to put it at the bottom of this live stream here. Because I want to make sure you get my email. And I'm going to explain why in a minute. God dang it. I can't see. What for crap? Okay. Now, in fact, I'm not going to have it scroll. I'm going to just have it sit there. There it is, right there. That's my email. I want you to screenshot it with your cell phone, write it on a piece of paper, whatever you need to do. I'm going to leave it up there for the next 2-3 minutes. I need you to write that down, okay? Right, this email, Betty, not the one in the chat. This one. That's the one I want everybody to send to. If you, sir, if anything comes to that mailbox from a court or an attorney, or if I get an email from a court or an attorney, an email, a letter, or a process server, anything come to this house. Hell, if you send it by carrier pigeon, anything from a court or an attorney that comes to this house pertaining to you taking me to court, you're going to prison. I am so serious. I saw bits and pieces of the little live Puss in Boots did today while you out the country tricking off. That boy is going to cost you tremendously. I'm not talking money. I'm talking freedom, your personal freedom. Because I'm going to put this address on the screen. And I want you to get your cell phones out and I want you to make a copy of this or write it down on a sheet of paper. I'm just going to sit it there for a while I'm talking. Write that down. When you send the email, I want you to tag my email when you email that email address that's on the screen. I want you to CC me on the email, not CC, blind copy me, BCC me when you email that email address that's on the screen, the big one, eoir.fraud.program@usdoj.gov. When you email that email address, I want you to take my personal email address and BCC me on it so I can keep a record of it. And email me because I want to send you a copy of the letter that I'm putting on the screen next. Because enough is enough. Enough is enough. If I get, thank you. Thank you. Enough is enough, because if anybody bothers me, because that Ashford and Simpson wig wearing freak pushes you up to mess with me, he don't have pot, no window. He has nothing to lose. You do. Not your money. The money is the smallest part of it. Your freedom, Chamaco Bryant's freedom, Latrice Spencer's freedom. All three of you are facing 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. I'm going to make sure you understand that. I'm going to make sure you understand that this is a serious matter. Playtime is over. This is a serious matter. It's right there. I'm going to take my email address off so you can read this. If your spouse got married to evade U.S. immigration law, he is guilty of marriage fraud and can be deported or charged, then deported. Call the hotline at 1-866-347-2423 to report suspected marriage fraud. Find your local ICE office to report fraud in person. Next slide. How long do you go to jail for fake marriage? You see that bold part right there? The Immigration Marriage Fraud Amendment Act of 1986. 5 years imprisonment and a $250,000 fine for any individual who knowingly enters into a marriage for the purpose of evading any provision of the immigration laws. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, hold on, because I want to make sure I don't mess up here. Hold on. Can y'all still see me? Because I just want to make sure I don't mess the screen up. All right. I'm going to slide this down here. I'm going to close this out. And you bear with me. Hold on. So, just hold on. I guess I want you to hear for yourself. I want you to hear it. I want you to hear this for yourself. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I want you to hear this and just listen.
Staff to be a chef for the MBN network. Wallace, there was already a chef on staff, Latrice. Lester is now alleging that outside of the contract, which included housing, transportation, and the regular payroll, he was getting way more from Larry. This Lester story is not adding up, even when you hear it from Larry's mouth.
Eventually, we ended up, I was paying for him to stay in places, but like I said, money was tight. So I said, I could kill for that. He had to come to Atlanta. Right. So he came to Atlanta, which was good because they got the contract of marriage. And
I'll be with you in a minute.
so it was time for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And Marco wanted him gone, right? He always had our old people there. And he left, he went to his aunt's house and took his stuff. But while he was there, just considering all different stuff that was going on, Marco said, let's send the rest of his stuff there. You know, like this, so we can stay a little bit while longer so we can just clear our mind and find out what we're going to do. It's okay. Well, he started thinking, these people are trying to get rid of me.
Pay attention.
So he's in New York. Feel like we're trying to get rid of him. He flew back to Miami, but he ended up homeless because he had no money. And he got frostbitten and had to go to the hospital, so he gets mad and gets recovered. This shit. Oh, Jesus. Huh? So now here I'm sitting on the phone. I'm like, let's see what happened. Let me get to the phone call. So he calls Mr. Whitehead. Now we don't know any stuff that's going on. Come find out Mr. Whitehead was gonna pay him $20,000 up front, $20,000 at the end. Flew him back to New York, put him in a hotel room for 3 days. This will meet him at 8 o'clock. He called us at 6. All of us had blocked him. By this time, because we were going to make a reason. But he didn't. Mako didn't block him. So he called Mako, and he said, "I'm about to. I've got in contact with Bishop Blackhead. We're going to do a story on Reid, and y'all push me to marry Latrice." He said all the stuff he needed to say to set up. We're trying to make it a federal thing. And well, Michael said, "Well, why are you calling and telling me this?" After he wanted his Christmas pussy. I just want Reid to call me. You know, I can't believe he did this. I know this is not how he is. What's going on? But see, I was trying to tell him in November. So I said, I'm dealing with a whole lot. I can't take care of you and do what I got to do. Right. And so, you know me, Mako called me and tell me what's going on. I said, okay, well, let me do that.
That's a lie.
Mako said, Reid, he just wanted to talk to me. I feel like he talked to him just to get a kid out of it. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm sitting in front of me. I said, don't nobody try to make me do something. I said, I'm grown. And I'm about to get up there. He said, no, I said, okay. He called my whole name. And it's like something just clicked. He said, listen to me, Larry, Reid. Call him. So I grabbed the phone and I called him. And as soon as I put it in the phone, I'm so sorry. I got something to tell you. I said, what? Lamar, which is his first name, right. I've been knowing him since 2019. He paid me to get close to you and get inside your business to find out who you are. So this had to let that whole thing go because he didn't go through. So he apologized. I made sure he had somewhere to stay because I fired Orlando. So I had Larry Lappin has some Mercedes in an apartment in the Buckingham.
Listen, just pay attention.
Now, why would you take care of someone whom you thought was betraying you? Up until April 2023, Larry and Lester were cool because I have the text messages where he was trying to recommend masseuses, and Lester was one of the ones he was recommending.
Caught in his own lie. Just pay attention. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll explain how all this ties in. Chocolate cake. My.
He was staying in the apartment financed by your seed sowing. Those of you that are part of Reformation Church, doing what up until June before he was attempted to be kicked out? If you listen to Lester's story, there was no bad blood up until June of last year. The recording is in January of last year. So for 6 months, he was receiving money, something, if anything, lodging on you all's dime. And if patterns don't lie, Larry, your sexual involvement makes sense why you would have your cousin Latrice marry him.
There you go. Here we go.
Because according to Mako, he never wanted to marry Latrice. But guess who pushed it and darn near made him do it? You did.
Bingo.
You've used Latrice twice to lock your boyfriends in.
Chamaco was the first one.
Not nice.
Listen.
I asked Latrice, will she be interested in a contract to marriage? She was like, okay. She met him. She liked him anyway. She said, okay, fine. No, of course, she was never trying to have sex with him. Right. But just have a friendship. Him and Josh getting on the
Bingo. And that's all I need to play right there. That's all I need to play right there. Thank you, Brown Sugar Baby. Now, that's Larry Reid admitting that he paid his cousin, to marry Lester, his lover, so that Lester could stay in the United States. And that, Larry Reid and Consciouz TV, is what's going to go to the courts. If your ass try to take me back to court for anything, you better not even write my name on anything. Because that email address that I put up there for you to do, that's the email address to report this Negro to ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement. That is their fraud email address. When you want to report somebody who's committed marriage fraud, that's the email address. That is it. So if you mess with me, I'm emailing, and everybody that listens to my videos is going to send an email with your information, and I'm going to give them all the screenshots that they need to attach to that email. And I'm going to give them the form that they need to type up, how they need to type it up and word it to send to immigration. And they are going to come and pick you up, Chamaco up, and your cousin up. And each one of you is going to get arrested, and you're going to be facing 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Here we go. I am not playing with y'all no more. This is the email address. This is it right here. So the minute you hear me come back on Lair and say that they have put some paperwork to have me go back into court before any judge or anybody, that's the email address you use right there. And when you do, email them, I'm going to send you this information, and I'm going to read it to you. Shout out to Official King Payne for having a copy of that marriage license between Lester and Latrice, the arranged marriage. That is a copy of that marriage certificate with his seal on it. I've already mailed off for my copy myself, and I'm waiting on it. And that little screenshot below, that's Chase Bank, where Larry Reid was sending his lover, Lester Peltier, money. In a span of 8 to 9 days, he sent him almost $3,600. That's a screenshot from Lester. Read along with me. Hello. I would like to report an illegal marriage that was arranged by Larry D. Reid. He arranged for his lover, Lester Peltier, to marry his cousin, Latrice Spencer. The marriage was officiated by Larry Reid's other male lover, Chamaco Bryant. Chamaco Bryant is the ex-husband of Latrice Spencer. Larry Reid paid his cousin to marry Lester Peltier. Latrice Spencer is a lesbian, so she has no interest in men, as we already know from the audio. It was strictly a financial marriage so that Lester Peltier could remain in the United States. The marriage license is dated September 22nd, 2022. The marriage took place in Sandy Springs, Fulton County, Georgia. Certificate number on the marriage license is 2022-04632, and the application number is 2022-04733. Marriage book 921, page 135. All of that is on that marriage license over there to your right. The YouTube video is audio evidence of Larry Reid admitting that he arranged the marriage. Go to the link right here. The confession starts at the 22-minute mark. Stop at the 28-minute 40-second mark. If you send any documents to my mailbox, have a process server come to serve me, have anybody try to arrest me, have any lawyer or court email me, this is going to be mass blasted into that courthouse. This is going to be used as evidence in court by me, but it's also going to be sent to Immigration Customs Enforcement, ICE for short. And they are going to scoop all three of you up. And you're going to have to post bond, hire lawyers, go to court, and face the music. You're going to be facing 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. You, Chamaco Bryant, who officiated the wedding, knowing it was a bogus wedding, and he officiated because his name appears on the marriage license as the officiant. And he was marrying his ex-wife, who he knows is a lesbian, to this man for fraudulent purposes because she was paid. She was paid. And just so you know that I'm not playing, This is the email that I sent to the courts in Fulton County, Georgia, requesting a copy of the marriage license between your cousin and Lester. And then that lady responded, and she explained to me what I had to do to get a copy of that marriage license. There it is right there. And I'm going to just let that rock out. I am not playing with y'all no more. I am not playing. I am not playing. You better leave me alone. You better leave me alone. You better get that dog of yours on a leash and put that bitch in the backyard and tie her down to a tree. She married two people, love and happiness. The first one was Chamaco Bryant, the very same Chamaco Bryant that officiated her second wedding. I am not playing. Now, to go back and answer your question, how did this tie into Latrice? Glad you asked. This man has a history of criminal activity. And he thinks that because he has a few dollars in his pocket to scrub together, he can either buy people off, intimidate them by filing a whole bunch of court cases and drag them into court or threaten to sue them. He's a bully. And he tries to use his money like he thinks he's Donald Trump to harass people and bully them. When the young man, the three accusers, I never revealed their names or their identities, never showed their faces. But when I interviewed them, what did Consciouz TV do? At the behest of Larry Reid, he put their names on the internet. He put their pictures on the internet. They started getting harassed. Their family members started getting harassed. That's how this all ties in. He must be brought to justice for what they allege he did to them and for what he's doing now. For what they alleged, I didn't allege he did it. They said he did it. But guess who got sued? He sued me because I interviewed them. He didn't sue them. He sued me because I interviewed them. And people were listening to me. People were checking in on my platform. And people started questioning him. And he couldn't handle it. He tried to sue Latrice. And then he got a default judgment because Latrice's like, look, I can't keep spending money. This dude got all these people giving him money, knowing he's lying. So he just walked away from it. Larry got $1,000 default judgment. That's it. But he's out here bragging, oh, I won. I've never lost a case that I've ever filed. Okay. If that's the lie you want to keep telling, you go right ahead, sir. You keep telling those lies. They listen to you over there in Patreon, but the rest of us that can read and got a brain in our head, we know the bullshit. So you go on out there and you let that wannabe girl hype you up to take me to court. He's not facing 5 years in prison. You are. Your cousin facing 5 years in prison. Your boyfriend, one of your harem, he's facing 5 years in prison. Each one of y'all facing 5 years in prison. And a $250,000 fine. That's $750,000. You're going to have to pay theirs too because they don't have it. And they work for you. So you're going to have to spend up $750,000 in fines and pay their lawyer fees because you know they ain't got no money because they work for you and you give them just enough to get by on. So you are the one that's going to be on the hook for all of their legal fees, all of their fines, all of that. You, Consciouz TV, ain't going to give you not one nary nickel to help you out. This ain't about a civil matter. This is a criminal matter. And then once you get convicted, all three of you are going to be convicted felons for the rest of your lives. For the rest of your lives, you will all be convicted felons. And you go right ahead acting a fool if you want to. Let that freak of nature, that witchcraft practicing joker hype you up and see what you get. Ladies and gentlemen, I've dealt with this for 4.5 years. I've had enough. If I come back on this platform, or if you look up in the sky and I'm doing smoke signals, carrier pigeon, fold up a sheet of paper, say, hey, pass it around. Whatever. If you hear me say that them knuckleheads have filed some paperwork and sent it to this house, and I come back on before you, you take that email. In fact, just in case they do, email me at my email address. I'm going to send you that letter in that form. All you got to do is cut and paste it. I'm going to send you the link to the video with the timestamp already in the body of the letter. Start at the 22-minute mark and go to 28 minutes and 40 seconds. Let the people know that that's where they need to focus, because that's where he confessed to paying for an arranged marriage to keep somebody in the United States that was his lover. A person that Tasha K interviewed, a person that King Payne has interviewed, a person that I've spoken with offline on the phone. He's never changed his story. I never interviewed him on social media, but I talked to him on the phone. His story has not changed. So I don't bluff. If you mess with me, if anything hit that mailbox over there, if anything hit my email, if a process server come to my door, anything, because you got caught with your hands in the cookie jar, you got caught with your pants down. Your lovers told on you. I didn't, they did. Vincent said he was dealing with you for 13 years. This man said he was dealing with you for a year. That man, the soccer player, Lester, said that you gave him an STD, and then he gave it to his girlfriend who's pregnant. He said it. He said it on King Payne's show. He said it on Tasha K's show. You have yet to file a cease and desist against him. You have yet to sue him, but you sued me. You better leave me alone. I am not playing. You better leave me alone. You better stay away and go away and stay away. I have not bothered you. I've only talked about the lies you told. You lied and you got caught. Now you got your witchcraft practicing homosexual prostitute friend out here. Oh, we doing this and we doing that. And I'm talking to the lawyers and we've outsourced and hired people to outside. You can hire the Nation of Islam if you want to. The truth is still the truth. You're homosexual. This man said you gave him an STD and he gave it to his girlfriend. Not me. He said it. That's two people that's known to have had contact with something based on his story. That him and his girlfriend, that's two people. Then one of the accusers says you gave him HIV. That's three people that we know of all so far. There's one other person that I've talked to that says you also gave them something. So I know of four people. The rest of social media knows of three people. I know of four. I know of four. And if I have to come to court, the whole world gonna know of four people. I just looked up, I just had my attorney friend tell me the proper way to fill out the paperwork, to request a copy, to subpoena your medical records. So if I go back to court, I'm gonna have your medical records in my hand. I'm gonna enter them to evidence. And then anybody who wants to go on Pace or anywhere else can click on it, and they're gonna be reading all your medical records, all the medications you've had and what you've been treated for as it pertains to this case, as it pertains to these allegations. I am not dealing with you no more. I'm not. You're gonna leave me alone. You let that boy hype you up. You are the one on the hook for everything. Only thing he's gonna do, he's gonna walk away from you. He's gonna go back to tricking off in the parking lot, getting high, and doing what he did before he even knew you existed. He's gonna be doing the same thing, and you're gonna be broke, busted, and disgusted. You're gonna be in a federal prison somewhere. And if what they say about you is true, that you have HIV, I don't know. But if we go to court, the whole world gonna know. But if you have HIV, they're gonna put you in a medical unit of a federal prison, and you're gonna be locked down 23 out of the 24 hours a day. You're gonna get 1 hour exercise, and you're gonna be by yourself. They're not gonna have you interacting with nobody else because they're not gonna have you spreading HIV in the prison. So you're gonna basically be like you in solitary confinement for 5 years. You now, Chamaco and old girl get to walk around unless they have it too. Then they're gonna get the same treatment. But you better think. You better put your ego and your narcissist behavior to the side. You better think, if I catch this case and I go to prison, I'm going to be in there for 5 years. He's going to be out in the street, still flipping his Party City wigs, talking foolishness, using big words, trying to make himself seem important. Like he's like, oh, we doing this, we doing that. We ain't spending money. You spending the money. He's not hiring a lawyer. You are. He's not fighting to stay out of federal prison. You're going to be doing that. His medical records are not going to be entered into evidence. Yours are. This evidence that with Vincent, what he had you on recording saying, my spirit is in you because my comment was in your ass. You said that. That's on that audio. All of that's going to be played in open court, and the rest of the world's going to get to hear that for the rest of your life if you mess with me. Well, they already heard it, but it's going to be in a court document. So you can't continue to hide it from your supporters because you got them brainwashed. If I catch any of y'all over here, I'm blocking the lenient, da-da-da-da. But see, when it goes into them court records, it's forever. Your kids will never live it down. Your grandkids, any offspring. Well, is this true about your father? Think about it. What your kids going to have to go through. Because somebody's going to ask them, is this true what they said about your father? Did your father do this? You're not thinking. You just think about your selfish self. You're not thinking about the effect it's going to have on your kids after you're dead and gone, or your grandkids or great-grandkids on through the generation. You didn't think about that part. You let this freak of nature, he don't have no wife, he's never been married, don't have no kids, don't have nothing. All he got is his selfish self. He has nothing to lose. So if he hypes you up to go out here and act a fool, you were the one got to spend all that money. You're the one got to fight to keep yourself out of prison. Not him, you. And then you got two other people that are going to go to prison right along with you because they were a part of a criminal act. All three of you are guilty of committing a felony. This ain't no state charge. This is when that document comes in front of you, it's going to say United States government, United States of America versus Larry Darnell Reid, United States of America versus Chamaco Bryant, United States versus Latrice Spencer. That's what it's going to read. It's not going to say the state of Georgia or Cuyahoga County versus UUU. It's going to say United States v. Reid. That means the federal government is going to take all of their resources and bear down on you to put you in prison because you committed a felony. And in the climate that we got right now with all these racists and these MAGA people, oh, protect the borders, all these illegal immigrants. And then you turn around and you get somebody to marry, you get your cousin or your lesbian cousin to marry an illegal immigrant so that you can keep your lover in the country. They're going to drop the hammer on your black ass. They're going to drop the hammer on you because they're going to make an example out of you. But you go right ahead with your dumb ass. You go right ahead. I'm not playing with you. If he bothers me, ladies and gentlemen, you email me and I'm going to send you that letter, a copy of that letter to send to those people. Here's my email address again. If he messes with me, light him up. Light him up. Light him up like I'm lighting this cigar. Light him up. So if I give you that smoke signal, I'm like Joe Clark. Code 10. This is Joe Clark. Boom. It's on and popping. Just start emailing. Flood their email. Flood their email. That is my email address. And when you send that email, blind copy me with this email. And I'm going to keep a record of it. You out here talking big and got this freak of nature out here making videos with my thumbnail, using a picture of me from 7 years ago. No, 9 years ago when I was 425 pounds. Try to make me look bad, cast me in a bad light, which is fine. That's funny. So, because I don't look like that now. That was 225 pounds ago. As you can see, I'm 195, 200 pounds, healthy. I don't look like that no more. Even when I looked like that, I was still doing pretty good for myself. That's all I'm going to say to you. I strongly suggest You go sit down. All your big fancy words, CTV, all your proper words, and you half of them you don't even know the meaning of. You've never had an honest job. One time you worked for 6 months in a group home, and you resigned under suspicious circumstance because there were some issues with some people getting credit cards applied for in their name that they didn't apply for. Oh yeah, I know all about that. That's the only job you had. Everything else, you've been scamming, scheming, hooking and crooking in parking lots, jumping in and out of cars, car hopping. You've been doing all that. But if he bothers me, that email me, say, Daryl, send me the cut and paste of the letter that I need to send out. That's the email address that you use. And this is the email address that you're going to send the letter to. This is the immigration ICE email address, U.S. Department of Justice. When you report for wedding fraud, marriage fraud, that's the email address you use. You use that email address, blind copy me at that email address right there, and you say, Daryl, I need a copy of, if you're in doubt, when you replay this video, screenshot that letter. Or if you just email me, I'll just send you a copy. Then you can just cut and paste. You don't have to type nothing. All you got to do is cut and paste. In fact, I'm going to put it in Buy Me a Coffee when I get off. And you can just email that letter to that address right there and blind copy me on it. You can just blind copy me. I'm through dealing with y'all. I am not going to be out here getting harassed and bothered by you knuckleheads no more. Y'all going to go sit down. Y'all going to go sit down. Y'all going to, because I'm going to put my Buy Me a Coffee. Here's my Buy Me a Coffee page. I'm putting it in the chat. And you can go right there. That's my Buy Me a Coffee. That's my Buy Me a Coffee right there. And I'm going to have all the information you need. You just scroll down and you copy that form letter. And I'm going to give you all the instructions of what you need to do to send that letter to the U.S. Department of Justice, the ICE unit, immigration, customs enforcement. That's all we're doing. And it's no more talking. There's no more talking. If I get anything comes my way that's from a court or an attorney, to my mailbox, my email, or somebody process serve me at that door, or in the street, anywhere, all hell gonna break loose in your life. You're gonna be walking somewhere doing your lives with your big bumblebee shades, riding in your car that you lease, or in that house that you renting from Cardi B, that you like to brag on, and them other houses that you pay rent to that Jordan owns, and they're gonna kick your doors in, and they're gonna have all of y'all on the floor, guns drawn, and they're gonna snatch you up out of there because they're not playing. The feds are not playing about this. If you mess with me, that's what you're gonna get. You talk about civil matter, I go to civil court, whatever, and then I come out. But if they come get you, it's a criminal charge. You're gonna have to post bond. You're gonna have to post bond. I'm not dealing with you no more. We got audio evidence of you admitting that you committed this crime. You confessed. You snitched on your own self. You said, yeah, well, I offer her. We don't have to go back and forth. We got you on tape admitting to this felony. We got the marriage license with your cousin on it, and the person that officiated, your one of your harem members officiated the wedding. All three of y'all going to prison. All three of you. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Anybody playing with y'all? You sit there and let this boy go out here and hype you up. You let this boy go out here and hype you up. Let him go out there and hype you up. Let him go out. Let this knucklehead go out there and hype you up and see what happens to you. Let this demonic witch hype you up and see what you get. with his shoe polish eyebrows and his lace front wigs. You let that freak get you jammed up and see what you get. You let that get you jammed up. You let this get you jammed up and see what you get. You let that freak get you jammed up. The one who's got arrested right here for prostitution. You let the prostitute get you jammed up and see what you get. See what you get. See what you get. Let the prostitute get you jammed up. Oh, but by the way, while you're talking, let me take this banner off the bottom because you need to read that. Yes, indeed. You need to read that. You see that right there? Consciouz TV, since you're talking about what I did. Civil stalking protection order. Davion Charles DeMille Augustus, that's you, Consciouz TV, and Brian U. Henry II, Knockout Media. I have a civil stalking protection order, CV-22-96-4092, which means you can't put my name on the internet. You can't mess with my family. You can't put my likeness or my name anywhere. And you did that today. And I downloaded the video. That's a violation of a civil stalking protection order. I'm going to take this Monday morning, well, Tuesday, because they'll probably be closed. This is a criminal case I have against you. I'm going to have you arrested next week. I'm going to go back before the judge. Since you like to talk about, I'm violating mediations or whatever you talk about, you committed a crime today. You didn't commit a civil violation. You committed a criminal act. You violated a stalking protection order. They're going to arrest you. I'm going to see to it. See, I let you slide one or two other times, but since you want to talk all big and bad, I'm going to show you how the big boys play. You're going to be on that inmate bus coming up from down south up here to Cuyahoga County Jail, downtown Cleveland. Shackled from head to toe. That's what you are facing. Since you're talking about civil charge cases, I'm talking criminal cases. And this is a felony that I got you up on. Because you and that boy was calling my mama when she had dementia and recorded her and was playing her on YouTube live against her knowing, without her permission. You had my family pictures and addresses on the internet. Pictures of my house, called my job 8 times in 4 hours. Told them that I had been arrested and went to prison from drug dealing, drug selling, drug trafficking, and things like that. I beat up kids and done all this godforsaken stuff. Mind you, I was working for the courts at the time as a legal investigator, which means I could pass a criminal background check, a FBI background check, a fingerprint background check, something that neither one of you can do. And I'm licensed to carry a firearm. I could have none of that if I was a convicted felon who had served time in prison. But you didn't care. You just wanted to lie out there. And when you called my job, they were laughing at you because they knew you were lying, because I had explained to them who you were and I showed them the videos. But it's the fact that you did that. And I had to get a civil stalking protection order against you and that boy in Texas. The boy in Texas whose own brother shot him in his ass twice last summer. On the day of my parents' wedding anniversary, of all days. So since you want to do all that, guess what's waiting on you next week? Your Honor, the person that now the other boy, he didn't went on about his way. I don't know whether he talk about me or not, but he ain't been bothering me. But you've been bothering me. You violated this civil stalking protection order, and I'm going to enforce it. And I'm going to petition the court to have a warrant for your arrest, a bench warrant for your arrest issued for you next week. That's what I'm going to do for you. Larry, you better get your bitch on the leash and get that bitch in the backyard and tie her to an oak tree. Because I'm not playing with neither one of y'all no more. Yeah, Terry, his own brother shot him in his mama's house. They life flighted him to the hospital. And his mama didn't even go see him in the hospital. His mama went and bailed the other brother out. And still ain't looked back. Because they tired of him. But we talking about this, well, this boy right here. Oh, I'm going to see to it. I'm going to press charges next week against you since you won't talk so big and bad. Shot him in his stomach and his ass. Had a colostomy bag attached to him. Since you won't talk so big, CTV, how about that? Get you a lawyer, because you're going to need one. Get you a lawyer. One that's licensed to practice in the state of Ohio. Call your boy Larry, ask him to let you hold something. About $400-500 an hour legal fees. Plus your bond. Aggravated assault going to run you about $7,500, $10,000. They might not even give you a bond because you're a flight risk, because you don't live in the state of Ohio. They know if they let you go, you might not come back. So they might just hold you until trial. Because that's what I'm going to ask them to do, because you're a public menace. You're a threat to society. And I fear for my safety. I'm gonna tell it that's just like that. I fear for my safety. This is what he did with my mother. This is what he did putting all my information on the internet. I don't feel safe with him in the free world. I might have to use my firearm to protect myself against him. He's already threatened me on air one time with a gun that I thought was a real gun, but it was a BB gun, but I didn't know it at the time. He's already tried to frame me and have me falsely accused of threatening to put 2 bullets in somebody else's chest, his boyfriend. One of his boyfriends. Well, his trick, rather. And if you're off of the 527 of you that here, if you haven't done so already, please click like. And when we get off, please share the video. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to one of my 2 channels, preferably both of them. Thank you. But back to the show. So you talking big, CTV, and you send your little trolls over here. I had to time one of them out. But that's cool, because I knew they were coming. After you did that, and then I let it be known that I was going live today. Oh, I heard he's going live. Yeah, I sure am, because I'm going to address all of this. Larry Reid, if you're listening, it would behoove you, big old word, Google it later so you can get the definition, what it means, both of you. It would behoove you to tell that boy to shut up and sit down. See, he's in his feelings, because me and Marcellus were clowning him last night about him not being able to be on Fox Soul. They're not going to hire that freak of nature to be on Fox Soul. He's a clown. He's a con artist. They're protecting their brand. They're not going to have him on their show. No. And we had fun making fun of him about it. And when you hurt his feelings other week, he swore he wasn't going to never deal with you no more, and he online crying. Let me refresh y'all memory about the crybaby. He was crying last week. Him was hurt. So let me refresh your memory. This was him last week.
I just feel like I'm in the dark. Just holding on. I gotta go.
Fuck that.
He gonna cry in the car.
He didn't even make it to the car. And this is what he was crying about, because he feels that you, sir, didn't defend him against this.
No, I don't feel like. I feel like on the internet, when it comes to social media, what matters is the salaciousness of the story, and people just believe what they want to. Like, there was some rumor that I had HIV. Now that started in 19, and that I was.
Which they've been saying. They've been saying I was gonna die in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, but this is what I did. The blog of Consciouz TV. We do the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Challenge. So we always get blood.
See, he do have it. See, he does have it.
Who you talking about?
I
won't get into that.
Your friend Consciouz. He's but it don't. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's about Consciouz?
Yeah.
Okay, now. I can't be involved
in that conversation. Hey, I'm a hush. Yeah. I'm a hush. Forgive me. Forgive me, because I know that's your friend.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
My friend is a great guy. So, but he
drugged me, baby. He drugged me for filth.
I heard.
See? That's why CTV was in his feelings with you. He swore up and down. He wasn't going to ever come back to fool with you. But we know that was a lie, because you paid him, and he sat there dressed like your ex-wife, with that blouse on, with the shoulders ruffled up on the side. His hair was flat iron, looking just like her. We knew he was lying. He was talking shit. He just wanted to get more money out of you. He ain't going nowhere because he bought and paid for it. He can't go nowhere. He has no job, no education, no job skill. What he going to say on the resume? He don't have one. What are they going? Well, sir, where have you been the last 19 years? Oh, I've been busting it open in a parking lot. What else can he do? What? He has no resume. He got to stay there and take that abuse from you, verbal and otherwise. He knows it, and the whole world knows it. He's bought and paid for, just like William McRae. William McRae swore he was going to crucify you, and now he's teeing you. But I don't care what y'all do. I don't care who you beat out of money. If they dumb enough to give you their money, you'd be a fool not to take it. I don't care about that. What I did care about, these 3 young men told me what they say you did to them when they were children. I have a problem with that. Now, if somebody grown, they dumb enough to give you money, you'd be a fool not to take it. That ain't none of my business. But you're gonna pay taxes like we do. I pay taxes, you're gonna pay taxes. You're not gonna beat the system. Oh no, you're not gonna do that. The devil is a mustard lie. You're gonna pay your taxes. If I gotta pay mine, you gotta pay yours. That's all I care about. If somebody dumb enough to give you money, power to the people. Do you? But you're gonna pay taxes on that money. I know that. And you're gonna submit that form 990 that I've been requesting. I ain't forgot about that. Stay tuned. Well, see, I've been on here almost an hour, but I'm gonna say this again. Get your boy in check, because if he gets you out here and puts a battery in your back and you come mess with me again. Both my parents, Larry, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be very serious. This is not a threat, this is a promise. I raised both my hands to God. I dealt with you harassing me and your people harassing me for 4.5 years. Both of my parents died 18 months apart. This bastard said he prayed for my daddy to die and rejoiced and celebrated when my dad died. And then they harassed my mother, put on the internet, recorded her and all that. They did all that to me. I had COVID, and then I had a stroke because of the stress of all this and the grieving of my parents. I still haven't really all the way grieved the loss of my parents because I was dealing with all of this. But thank God I had a good therapist. But I'm telling you right now, I ain't got nothing to lose. And a man or a woman with nothing to lose is a very dangerous person. I ain't scared of nothing. I will gladly go to my grave if I can take you with me. You better leave me alone. If it's the last thing I do on this earth, 2 things. I'm going to live long enough to see some grandkids. And I'm going to see you brought to justice. That's 2 things I'm going to do before I leave this world. Before I close my eyes. Because your boy threatened me today on his platform. I got it on tape. He threatened. He made a threat to me. Mama and dad ain't here to say, baby, just ignore them. Let's pray for them. They sick. If they was in their right mind, they wouldn't do that. They ain't here now. They up there. All your get out of jail free cards is used up. I am not afraid, and I ain't got nothing to lose. Pick your poison. If you bother me, every media outlet that I can think of is going to hear about this situation where you confess into an arranged marriage. Every news outlet in Cleveland, everyone in North Carolina, everyone at North Georgia and the Atlanta area going to hear about this arranged marriage. Somebody, I'm going to create a media frenzy. Somebody in high places is going to hear about you and what you did and what you've been doing. Somebody going to come knock at your door with a badge and some handcuffs. You ain't going to be able to buy your way out of this one because the feds don't care about your prophetic words and utterances and your fake speaking in tongues and prophet line. You're supposed to be a prophet, an apostle, or whatever you call yourself. I call you an imposter and a false prophet. They don't care about that. The feds care about 2 things. Did you break the law? And if you don't mess with the alphabet, the federal alphabet, if you don't pay your taxes If you break the law, they're coming to see you. Because see, this right here, while my daddy was dying, while my mama was fighting for her life, and while I was sick, I had a stroke. And when I had COVID and you sued me and you harassed me, I got my paralegal certification. I already got a college degree. I got a bachelor's in pre-law, political science, master's degree in education administration. But I went back and got this. I graduated with honors while I was dealing with you. Dean's List, National Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa, which means I had a GPA over 3.65 while I was dealing with you. Graduated with honors while I was dealing with y'all and that foolishness. See, these books back here, I study. I'm not on here talking about freckins and 888s and all that. I study. I studied the rules of having a nonprofit, and that's how I found out about a Form 990. I got college classmates that were in charge of administering the PPP loans, that work for the IRS, that work for the Department of Justice, that work for the FBI, that work for these federal agencies. And all it takes is a phone call. I got Masonic brothers, fraternity brothers, college classmates. See, my network is different from yours. You're dealing with liars and uneducated crooks, false prophets. I deal with educated people, and all it takes is a phone call. Done in a threat. That's a problem. Now, I'm not going to come out here and tell you what my strategy is, because that's what you're hoping I do. But what I am going to tell you what's going to happen. That email is going to get dropped. All the news outlets here in Cleveland, all the news outlets in Atlanta, all the news outlets in Charlotte, and Raleigh, and Fayetteville. And they're going to come down to your folks' house and be like, hey, we're looking for your son. Would you like to answer what's going on with your son? The Carolinas, Atlanta, here. Not playing with you. Thank you, ma'am. I mean, you sitting there. If it's unnecessary, why are you here, ma'am? That's what I'm confused about. If you don't like what I got to say, all you got to do is just not stay. You don't have to stay. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's forcing you to stay. Nobody's forcing you to like what I say or agree with it. It's a free country. It's a big world. All you got to do is just close the door on your way out. You don't have to type a big statement for your 15 seconds of fame, because all it does is get you deleted and blocked. When will y'all learn that? I don't know. That works over there, out there. I don't work over here. So I admonish you, sir. I admonish you. Do not let that boy get you in trouble that you can't get out of. Because see, if you go to feds, you don't get 5 years and then you get an early release. You got to do that whole 5 years. That's 60 months. For the slow people in the back, 12 months times 5 years, that's 60. 12 times 5 is 60. I know some of y'all didn't got a 7th grade education, so I'm bringing you along. 12 times 5 is 60. You're going to do them 60 months. not him. You're going to do 60 months to the day. While you doing them 5 years in prison, he going to be in the free world, tricking and scheming, starving, getting high. He got to go back to his old way of living before you got him on the payroll. He even admitted today in his video, well, Daryl Moore is not supposed to mention any of his associates or his contracted workers. So that means he's employed by you. The very thing you lied and said in court that he wasn't employed by you. He just admitted it today when he violated the civil stalking and protection order that I got against him. He admitted that he works for you. So the hits keep on coming. He violates the protection order. He's going to jail. And then he admitted he works for you, which means you perjured yourself in court because he admitted that he's your employee. That you contracted him to do a job, several jobs. So since he's admitted he's a contract employee, that means he works for you. So you're responsible and you're liable for his actions. That's how that works. See, that's how this book back over here, torts and liabilities, that's how that ties you up. That's how that ties you up. That's how the My Bullshit Now Network and Reformation Church, he and Larry Reid Live and all that. That's how that jams all of that up. Torts and liabilities. He works for you. Andrea Garrison worked for you. Jazz worked for you. On down the line. They keep coming. These trolls keep on coming. Dr. Pepper, Dr. Dingleberry. These trolls keep coming over saying stuff. For those of you that are thinking about coming in my chat saying something slick, if my moderators don't catch you and I see it, I'm gonna put you on the screen. I'm gonna execute you with this intellect and this tongue of mine, this razor sharp tongue. I did stand-up comedy for 5 years. I'm gonna make your ancestors feel it. So if really this ain't what you want, especially tonight. I've been drinking dark liquor, I'm smoking cigars, I ain't got nowhere to be until Tuesday. I will light your ass up. Dorsey Landria. Let me tell you what she had. Andrea Garrison lost her custody of her children. They're back with their father. Her fiance that she put the elephant pregnancy on got rid of her. He moved. I ain't gonna say where he moved, but he moved and left her. And now she's back in the Bronx doing her foot fetishes and sex work, trying to scrape by as best she can. Yep. Something happened to all of them that messed with me. Let's start with the top. You paid these people to harass me. Y'all rejoicing my dad had died, rejoicing my dad being sick, rejoicing my mama having an issue before she passed. Death has come to your door now. Your grandmama just died. Your mama fighting for her life, lost her hair, got cancer. And you sick. You can, I'm doing this immune challenge or what. Whatever lie makes you feel good at night, that's fine. You've lost 90 to 100 pounds since last year. You've gone from wearing an extra large shirt down to a small. You're 6 feet tall, 6'1", and 120, 125 pounds tops. You've lost 90 to 100 pounds since last year. You sick, mama fighting for her life, she's sick, and your grandmama died. You reap what you sow. Death has come to your door. Let's see how you handle it while people are harassing you. You're getting a taste of the medicine that you tried to give me to swallow. Now I'm saying the grave that you tried to dig for me is now the one you're going to lay in and get covered up with. You're getting back what you put out. That's you. Andrea Garrison lost her man, lost her kid. Jazz. Mama up for parole this year. Probably ain't going to get it because some people going to be feeling led by the spirit to say, well, hey, when she gets released, she's going to have to come to his house, her son, to stay. And he's got all these lawsuits out here. A $20 million lawsuit that he's been evading being served for. And then my college classmate is suing him in Minnesota. So that's not a good environment for an inmate who's been accused of fraud to be released back into. Because when you get released from prison, they're going to want to know, do you have a job? Do you have somewhere to stay? No and no. Denied. And she's a 2-time loser on the same charge. So she might have to do the full 24 years in prison. That's one. You got 2 lawsuits out there on you. That's 2. You reaping. You got all these open lawsuits on your head. One of them's for $20 million. That's you. Your sister. No comment. Consciouz TV. He finally realizing that he means absolutely nothing to you. He likes to say we to make himself feel important or feel a part of the team effort. And he just doesn't realize, well, he realizes it now because that's why he's on there crying. He means absolutely nothing to you. It's just like stepping on an ant or swatting a fly. You'll get rid of him and be on to the next. He's nothing to you. Absolutely nothing. We've been telling him that for years, but now he realizes it. He won't admit it publicly because he can't, because you pay him to play his role. Misery. He's miserable. When you crash and burn, he's going to have nothing to fall back on. That's him. Who else? Oh, that crazy boy in Texas. His brother shot him. Case closed. Something has happened to everybody over there. Then, on top of all this stuff with your death at your door, sir, all your secrets that you tried to hide out in public. Vincent Hill told everything about you. Lester Peltier told everything about you. Your health secrets and your sexual secrets. So now we know you're a whole extra crispy gay homosexual. You was up in the pulpit preaching, giving that false tongue sermon while you was married to Lisa, you was sleeping with Vincent. People say this is karma. You reaping. I call it sowing and reaping. That's what the Bible say. That's what that paper Bible, paper Bible say. That's what that Bible right there, that big thick book right here. That's what that book says. Sowing and reaping. You reaping what you sow. You reaping what you sow. All of you have had something happening. Vincent didn't even realize this till I talked to him today. He told everything on you February of this year, a year to the day that my mother passed, the lady that y'all harassed. Yes, 2 days ago, my son told me about the TV show that he was working on that's going to be on BET Plus and other streaming platforms. The same network that fired you. I found this out in April. April is my dad's birth month. My dad, if he was still alive, he'd be turning 90 this month. So you got exposed a year to the date my mama passed, same day, February of this year. My son gonna have a TV show on the network that fired you. And I found that out in April, my dad's birthday month. See how God is not mocked. That's what made you mad with me last night. That's one of the many things made you mad and made your boy mad. And he mad because he'll never work on Fox. So if he gets a job as a cashier at a grocery store, and I find out about it, I'm like, hey, you sure you want him working? He can't be trusted. And here's why. You get a job on a TV show? Are you sure you want this person attached to you? You know that there's a documentary series out now about Nickelodeon, Quiet on Set. You sure you want this person attached to your television program and your network? It's been done to you before. That's why you ain't working on Kingdom business no more. We're not playing with y'all no more. You're going to go away and you're going to go sit down. Or somebody going to put you in some bracelets. I did too. That's why I reached out to him. Mm-hmm. That man had no reason to lie. And when he told his story, he didn't try to minimize what he did. He said, I was guilty too. He owned up to all his dirt too. And he named names. And he had evidence. He had videos, audios, pictures, screenshots. And he apologized to your ex-wife. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is Dragon Ball Z. See, I have something you don't have and you wish you did. I have people that love me and I love them back. Not because I buy them or pay them. It's just a mutual love. I have family that love me. I can get up right now and call anybody in my family. Hey, can I grab that couch? Man, you ain't got to sleep on the couch. I got a room back here. Come on. You can't do that. You're not welcome around your own folk. See? You better close your mouth. If I get bothered, a rain, fire and brimstone is going to rain down on you. The wrath of the Cigar blogger is going to come down on you. I ain't scared and I ain't got nothing to lose. You have done everything that you can possibly do to me, you and your crew, and I'm still standing. Head high, shoulders back, chest stuck out. Why? Because I haven't done anything wrong. You may not like me, but I have never lied on you or anybody over there. If I said that you got arrested for prostitution in a parking lot, I put the court case on the internet. If I say you got outstanding warrants, I showed the documents, Andrea Garris. If you got arrested for stalking on Valentine's Day, I got your mugshot. I even had your mugshot on a t-shirt, Miko. If you've been arrested for fraud, or you snitched on your mama and she in prison doing time that you should be doing, I got the court document and put them online. Jive. If you out here lying, you got 4 outstanding warrants, 2 in Atlanta and 2 in Virginia. William McCray, I posted it on the internet. You ain't been paying taxes. You got PPP loan money, and then you lied, told your people that you didn't get it. Then I showed them where you got it. Then you came back and said, well, I got it, but I didn't keep it. I gave it back. And then the person called me and said, no, that money was not turned back in. I had the evidence. I never came out here lying on any of you. I told the truth on you, and you couldn't handle it. Don't try to hurt me with a lie when I could destroy you with the truth. I've been saying that for 4.5 years. You're trying to just hurt me with a lie, and I can destroy you all with the truth. Prophetess Hicks said to me, the lady in North Carolina, the lady whose daughter is friends with your ex-wife, and they know all the secrets, because every time she left you, she would go stay with them, and she told everything. But that lady is a godly woman. She would never tell what was told to her. But the only thing she did say to me is, young man, as long as you tell the truth will be your shield, and God will protect you. And she has not been wrong. You have tried everything that you can think of, all of you, but no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Didn't say that it wouldn't be formed, and didn't say I wouldn't have to deal with it, but it said in the end, in that book right there, it said that in the end, it will not prosper. That's God's word, not mine, not yours. And I believe his word over yours and anybody else. And then the other one that I like. He prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemy. It didn't mean that he just gonna fix a meal and I got to sit there and look at it. No, I get to sit down at the table and eat, and you got to sit there and watch me eat and get full. And then on top of that, the overflow, which is why my son, this in the other room back there, is got a TV show on a network that fired you, and you can't stand it. It's burning you up. It's like hot coals on your head. That's what the Bible said in the book of Matthew, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Luke? I can't remember. But pray for those that spitefully use you. It's like heaping hot coals on their head. I think I got it right. I think, I'm a street dude. I ain't too churchy. So, I drink the liquor and smoke these cigars. That's what y'all like to say. You thought that was going to make people dislike me. Made them like me more because I'm real. I'm authentic. I don't try to hide who and what I am. I cuss, I drink, I smoke, I raise hell. But then at the end of the day, I get on my knees and say, Lord, I know I messed up today. Please forgive me. And I get up in the morning, Lord, I thank you for letting me wake up again. I didn't deserve none of it, but your grace and mercy has got me up right now. And I thank you. And I'm going to try to be better today than I was yesterday. That's me. But you are a reprobate. You don't think nothing you do is wrong. But God, I said it last time, I'm going to say it again. While you got time, you better repent. You better repent. You better ask God to forgive you before you take your last breath. Because I'd hate for you to open your eyes up in hell. Because you think you're catching hell now. You can't rest at night. You brag about all the things you got. You're out here making rap songs, talking about y'all ain't talking about nothing. You make all these rap songs. But when you die, you can't take none of it with you. The Egyptians tried to do that. They tried to take their riches with them into the afterlife. It don't work. Like I said last night, I've never seen a Brinks truck following a hearse to the cemetery. All your things that you think make you so great, when you die, they're going to still be here and you're going to be in the ground. Or you're going to be cremated in a jar, whatever they decide to do with your body. Can't take none of it with you. Your things don't make you who you are. It's what's here and here is what makes you who you are. See, if you take all this from me and put me out in the street and I'll be homeless, in 6 months, I'll be back on my feet again. You can't do that because you don't have the tool. None of you do. You don't have the tool. Like this, what's the story in the Bible? Person built their house on solid foundation and one built it on sand. You built on the sand. Y'all built on sand. As soon as a storm come by, the house gonna fall in on itself. Me, I'm built on a solid foundation. I was raised by two people. To love the Lord, trust in the Lord, pray, and move accordingly. That's why I was able to withstand all this for 4.5 years. I didn't like it. Got mad a bunch of times. Even cried sometimes. But God sustained me. A wretch like me, God sustained me. Imperfect as I am, God sustained me. Because what I was doing was just. I helped 3 young men get their story told. And I exposed the demon that needed exposed. And the rest is history. The insignificant vlogger. Oh, he's not even monetized. Less than 90 days later, I was monetized. And I've been on your neck ever since. And then, ain't nobody paying no attention to him. He just got 2 or 3 people over there. But it's not how many listen to you, it's who listens to you. And those 2 people came in agreement with me that I'm just saying 2 because you said 2. They start telling other people about me and people start tuning in. People start unsubscribing. You coming and listen to what I had to say because I wasn't lying. I wasn't asking for 888s and eclipse seeds and tamurals or whatever you call it. I just told the truth and let them make up their own mind. That's what I did. Oh, cigar smoker. Thank you. Old cigar smoker and liquor drinker. Old dark liquor drinker, cigar smoker. Heathen. I didn't mistreat nobody. I didn't hurt nobody. I interviewed Jimmy Battle. Your downfall, sir. I'm going to say it to you again like I did last night. Your downfall was when you got on your show before I even knew you existed. I didn't know you existed before September of 2019. But before that, you said Jesus was a liar on your show. And the moment you said that, your whole world got turned upside down. Because right after that, Jimmy Battles came along and you tried to do what you did to him. From calling Jesus a liar and mistreating Jimmy Battles, that's when your whole world turned upside down. That's when it turned upside down for you. But you out here telling everybody, Daryl Morris is causing me getting kicked off of Kingdom Business. Whatever. People start saying I had HIV in 2019, trying to put it all in my lap. I never said that. I didn't put that out there. I talked about it after it got put out there. And it was way past 2019. It was more like 2021, somewhere in there. 3 years later. But you're trying to paint this narrative that the whole source of your angst and downfall is all in my lap. No, it's that big mouth of yours. When you called Jesus a liar and when you did what you did to Jimmy Battles, that's when your world came crumbling down. And you have not had a moment's peace and sleep since then. You got all these things, but when you close your eyes at night, you got to get Chamaco or Kendall or somebody to come in your bedroom, a man, and take a safety pin or a bobby pin or whatever and tickle your ear until you go to sleep. Massage your aching muscles. We know what those muscle aches and pains are a sign of. You can say what you want. Google it, ladies and gentlemen. People that have certain afflictions, they have muscle pains, severe cramping in their legs, and excruciating leg pain. They coming down a flight of stairs talking about, I'm a content creator, damn near fall into the glass window at the bottom of the step. Their balance is gone. Google what that's a sign of. Don't take my word for it. I've always told y'all that. Don't believe nothing I say. Look it up for yourself. Look it up for yourself. Don't believe nothing Daryl Moore said. Look it up for yourself. Do your own research. Look it up for yourself. Don't believe me. Look it up for yourself. Your legs is hurting so bad. Somebody got to massage your legs so your pain will go away. You can't make your legs stop hurting. You can't sleep. You're restless. They got to stick a paper clip or a safety pin or a bobby pin in your ear and tickle your ear until you get calm and drift off to sleep. Men are doing that to you. Not a woman, not even your ex-wife when she was married to you. A man. You've said that out your own mouth that that's what you have to do to go to sleep. People that was in the house with you said they saw that happen to you. I didn't say it. Everybody in that house better get tested. Everybody outside that house, over in Colombia, better get a real test if they haven't already. You can put these quick, rapid result tests on the internet you want to. Oh, I passed. It's negative. Okay. Let's see your prescriptions, what medicines you take. Because if you take certain medicine, it'll make that rapid HIV test come back negative. Just saying. You know, we read over here. See, but if you take the in-depth test, people that have a high-risk lifestyle, the real test, you're going to always test positive for HIV. Your levels may be so low that the rapid test will come back negative, but the real test will come back positive every time. But you don't, people that follow y'all, they don't think like this. They don't do research. They're not critical thinkers. What is he saying to me? What are they saying to me? Does it make sense? Is it the truth? Let me do my own research. Let me do my own thinking. They don't operate on that level. They're low vibrational. So whatever you say, you stand on top of a roof and pee off the side of the roof, they'll just say lemonade falling out the sky. That's what if you tell them that, that's what they'll believe. But you're not going to pull the wool over eyes over here. The rest of the outside world, outside of those Patreon groups that y'all got, they're not gonna that's not gonna fly with us. So, but yeah, you like it, I love it. But don't come for me if I ain't sin for you, because it ain't gonna end well this time around. Because I learned the hard way from the last experience. I learned the hard way, and I'm prepared to go all the way if need be. And by all the way, I mean the media, the courts, the streets, whatever it takes. The truth is gonna come out. And another thing, sir, since you out here windmilling for your boo, it was reported to me that you don't monetize your videos anymore. Wonder why? Because we know you money hungry. You love money. Could it be, just a theory that I have, could it be that you are receiving SSI benefits? And as I've talked in previous shows, if you receive SSI, you are allowed to make $1,110 a month on top of what your SSI is. But at no time with the SSI and your earnings can you ever have over $2,000 in your bank account. So if you're getting Cash App, PayPal, Super Chats, Patreon subscription payments, and the like, I'm going to venture to say, with you having over 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to venture to say that if every one of them gave you $1, you are exceeding your monthly allowance if you're receiving SSI. And if you're not reporting that income, because Patreon, Cash App, all of those people, those companies, every year for tax purposes, they send you a 1099. They send you your earnings for the year. And you are required to put that on your income tax. And if you don't, you've committed a felony. And when you mess with the IRS, those federal alphabets that I was talking about, they come in to get you. They're coming to get you. And you can't wear your Party City wigs in prison. You're gonna be looking like this about the head in prison. You're gonna be looking real busted and disgusted. You're gonna look like a can of biscuits. Because you're gonna look like this here on the without the braids, because your hair about as thin as mine probably. You're gonna look like on the right side. You're gonna look like a boy Damon in prison. They're not playing. I would hate for somebody to feel led by the Spirit to report you to the IRS, to the Social Security Administration. I would hate for that to happen to you, because even though you're a gay man and you probably be happy in prison amongst a bunch of men, your commissary will always be packed because you be selling pussy by the pound. I would hate for somebody to be led by the Spirit and get on that hotline and report you, because you remember one of Larry's former supporters, by a man named called Timothy Blaine, who lives out in San Francisco. There was this white young man, I forget his name. He threatened to turn Timothy Blaine in to the Social Security Administration. And that man woke up on a Saturday morning hollering and screaming and begging, "Mayday, Mayday, LRLers, get in here, get in here," because he was a big windmiller for Larry until he saw the light. That white guy was going to turn him in. He was going to get kicked out of his apartment. He was going to lose his SSI, and he was possibly going to prison. Till that white boy, they made him go away some kind of way. Something happened, they made him go away. So I would hate for somebody to turn you into the Social Security Administration out here running your mouth. I would hate for that to happen, because all it takes is a phone call or an email, and And the court documents got your name, your birth date on it, your address, you know, with your social security number. The alphabet feds, they know how to find you. The feds will find you. I don't care what your mentor got you put up in, what trailer out in the country he got you put up in, or wherever you call yourself laying your head when you're not in that shack, that shotgun house, wherever you lay in your head, they will come get you. And if you owe them money, they'll take whatever you got that's of value that they can sell, and they'll do what's called a fire sale. They'll sell all your stuff to cover, offset what you owe. And if you still in the negative, they're gonna put you in jail anyway, but they'll put a hold on you where you got to pay the rest of it off. Your arm's too short. You can't fight on this level up here, because all it takes is a phone call. All it takes is a phone call. All it takes is a phone call. But see, they have what's called forensics investigators, Lady D. You can try to hide stuff in your other people's name. They do a thorough background check. You think you being sick? Oh, I'm gonna put this in my child name. I'm gonna put this in my aunt name, my mama name, whoever name, my friend name, or whatever. They do forensics. They go through looking at the paper trail, and they let you get by for a year and a half. When you think you'd have got away with it, then one morning about 3, 4 in the morning, boom, they kick that door in. That shotgun like the one I got over here, you hear, and they put it right down on your head. And you laying there in your underwear crying, and little boy jump out the back window and run for his life. Just saying. Yep. That's it. That's the story. So again, for the people that came in a little late, playtime is over. I ain't cracking no jokes. I'm not out here goofing off. This is very serious. I strongly suggest to you that you get that boy on a short leash and put his ass back in the fence and put him in the backyard, tie his ass to that, tie that bitch to a tree like a good dog and stay right there. Because if he hypes you up and you send something to my mailbox from a court or an attorney or a process server or law enforcement come to my house, or I get an email from a court or a lawyer about you, everybody in the sound of my weak voice, they can hear my weak voice, this is the email that I need you to send to that email address right there. That's ICE fraud reporting email address. ICE stands for Immigration Customs Enforcement. When they catch people in the country illegally, you report fraudulent marriages to this email address. And you use my email address. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to blind copy me on the email. That's my email address. Blind copy me. And I'm going to send you this letter that's on the left-hand side. And I'm going to read it to you again. That what you see up top with King Payne's watermark on it, that's the marriage license between Lester Peltier, which is Larry Reid's former lover, and his cousin, Latrice Spencer. And the wedding was officiated by Chamaco Bryant, who's also allegedly a lover of Larry Reid. And I played early in this show the audio from Vincent Hill's interview, his podcast with Larry Reid, admitting that he paid his cousin to marry Lester. and Chamaco officiated the wedding, knowing that it was a fraudulent marriage. That's Chamaco's ex-wife that he married to the other guy for money. They all committed a felony, which is punishable by 5 years in prison and $250,000 fine. So I'm going to read this letter out, but you email me and I'm going to send this letter to you. So if I get harassed, you feel free to hurry up and send this over to them to report him for committing a felony. This is not a civil matter. This is a criminal matter, which means they're going to investigate. They're going to listen to the audio of him confessing that he paid his cousin to marry his lover and that his other lover officiated the wedding. And all three of them are going to go to jail and be charged with a felony, a federal charge. It's going to be United States versus Reid, United States versus Bryant, United States versus Spencer, US v. Reid, US v. Spencer, US v. Bryant. And this is the letter. This is a form letter. You can cut and paste it after I send it to you. Hello, I would like to report an illegal marriage that was arranged by Larry D. Reid. He arranged for his lover, Lester Peltier, to marry his cousin, Latrice Spencer. The marriage was officiated by Larry Reid's other male lover, Chamaco Bryant. Chamaco Bryant is the ex-husband of Latrice Spencer. Larry Reid paid his cousin to marry Lester Peltier. Latrice Spencer is a lesbian, so she has no interest in men. It was strictly a financial marriage so that Lester Peltier could remain in the United States. The marriage license is dated September 22nd, 2022. The marriage took place in Sandy Springs, Fulton County, Georgia. Certificate number 2022-04632, and the application number is 2022-04733. Marriage Book 921, page 135. The YouTube video is audio evidence of Larry Reid admitting that he arranged the marriage. Go to this link. Go to the link, and I provide the link. The confession starts at the 22-minute mark. Stop at the 28-minute, 40-second mark. Period. Nobody's playing with them anymore. Nobody's playing around. You're out here harassing people, threatening to sue people. You're going to criminal court. You're going to prison, federal prison. And if you have the health issue that they say, you're going to be locked down 23 out of 24 hours a day. You're going to get 1 hour exercise a day by yourself in a little room with no windows. So you can walk around a circle. They might give you a basketball, maybe, if your cell block has a basketball court. But you're not going to be out with other inmates, because if that health condition that they say you have is really, you really have it, they're going to isolate you. Yeah. For the safety of the entire facility, they must isolate you. Line of Judah Girl, it was an arranged marriage because they were trying to hide the fact that the two of them were lovers and they needed her as a covering. Because if Chamaco wasn't married and him and they were so close, people would start to talk. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Bear with me. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Hold on. Just give me a second here. I got something good for you. You just give me 1 second. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm gonna find this for you guys because you need to hear this. That's right. Storm's beard. Let me see. Did I delete that? I don't think I did. Hold on. Hold on. I got it. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hold it. Hold it. Here we go. Google Drive. Google Drive. Oh, Google Drive is the best thing ever. No. Ooh, that's William McRae. I don't want to see that no more. Jesus. Oh, no. Hold on, y'all. It's important y'all see this. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I almost got it. Bear with me. No, that's not it. Almost there. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Yes. Oh, yes. This is the one y'all need to see. Oh, hell yeah. Here it is. I knew all I had to do was just be patient. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Let me get myself out the way. Y'all ready? Oh, here we go. Let me know if you can hear it. If not, I'll work it on it.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna say no lie.
That's him. Y'all heard him, didn't you? I'm gonna play it one more time for you.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna say no lie.
He was talking about his accusers in that video. He was talking about them. He was talking about them. Yes, he was. He was talking about them. Oh, that's the one where he went to Bishop Jordan's house and went in his bedroom. I ain't gonna play that foolishness. Hold on. Oh boy, that was crazy. Is this the one? No, I ain't found it. Well, the one where he said he would marry Chamaco if he had a vagina. I got it. I just can't find it right now. But yeah, just so you know, I got it. I got that. He said, I swear to God, if he had a vagina, I would marry him. Yeah. Yeah. I got that. Okay, Marcelo, you going to handle it from here, bro.
Oh, hold on, brother. I got to get my headphones in here.
Take your time. I'm drinking this brown liquor not from Spain.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, let me say this while I'm here. I got a few things I need to get off my chest here, right? First of all, threatening people with lawsuits is really tiresome, and people are not scared of folks. Let me say this so that people can hear me clearly, and you need to really pay attention. If you want to sue some people, sue the people that came, your male lovers that come out and say you got diseases and all of those types of things. Don't sue the people that said that you had the diseases, because we don't know if you got it or not, right? Go sue them, okay? Go threaten them, all right? That's what you go do. Stop threatening bloggers and people for discussing what's out in the public. The people that are doing the very same thing that you claim, that's what you do. If it's public, you can have a conversation about it, okay? First of all, and stop going online trying to tell people that they're slandering somebody when all they're doing is have a discussion, period. If you don't like it, nigga, then stop doing the bullshit that you're doing, okay? Stop doing it, okay? If you don't like people discussing you, stop doing your bullshit. But what you're mad about is that these men, these male lovers that you have are coming out, or allegedly have, are coming out and talking about their sexual encounters with you. And then you're later coming out and having to admit to it, right? That's what you're mad about. That's what you're mad about. And that affects your bottom line. How about that?
There it is.
That's what you're mad. That's what you're really mad at. It affects the big titty church women who are holding out hope that you're going to come over there one day and change your mind about liking Bruce and Brian, and maybe you might like Brenda later. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be kidding me, dude. Go somewhere with your foolishness.
Ain't nobody scared over here. Nobody. I don't understand why not sue the people that are making the allegations.
Well, but see, here's the thing. You're looked at as low-hanging fruit, but they're also trying to use the legal system to bully you and to scare other vloggers. And see, this is what I do not like. And for all of you that support Daryl and support this channel, that's why everybody needs to start paying attention. And now, since everybody want to start talking about legal stuff and going after people legally, okay, then why don't we're gonna ramp up we'll ramp up a few things over here, okay, legally. Since y'all want to go on talking and keep on threatening people and making all these statements, okay, all right, then I want to see how y'all feel about this in the next 30 days. Let's see how y'all feel about threatening folks and coming out talking about people is going to be sued and all of this foolishness. Go somewhere, because you have to prove that people have malicious intent, and you have to prove that people are going out here knowingly doing things and trying to say things to harm individuals. We're just having a discussion. You don't like the discussion, niggas? Oh well. Stop going on the internet and stop trying to impress people with your lies. You're getting mad because your lies are being exposed. That's why you're mad. That's why you're mad. And to that wig-wearing gremlin over there who keep hollering and doing all of this windmilling, listen here. Nobody's afraid of you. You're just mad that Fox Soul recognized you didn't have no soul. You ain't got no soul. And they said they didn't want to do business with you. And you're just mad about it. Okay? And they had every right not to do business with someone like you. They had every right to say no. They absolutely. And you over there sniffling and crying. And see, here's the thing. You did all of that soothsaying, talking about you casting spells, but you couldn't cast no spell to get your ass on the Fox Soul Network. I know that. You couldn't cast no spell for that one. Mr. Witch and Mr. You waiting on the eclipse. When you gonna cast a spell to get your ass on the Fox Soul Network? Shit, you'll get. At this point, you should want to get on the Hot Dog Network, any network, with your dumb ass. You think somebody want to pay to see your stupid ass on TV? Their ratings would have shot through the fucking floor. Ain't nobody watching Fox Soul when they put your stupid ass up there. Ain't nobody watching no program with your dumb ass on it. Ain't nobody watching. Nobody watching it. Just take
Hold on, you breaking up, Marcellus. Hold on.
Armand Wiggins hard work that he's put in over the years by himself in the face of all of his enemies and doing his work and putting in the work. I celebrate that. Forget you, nigga. Ain't nobody thinking about you and your wigs and weaves that you bought on the back of CVS, nigga. Shut up. Shut up. That's what you do. Shut up. That's what you do. And I know you're mad. I know you're mad. I know you're mad. And then you go put that big old picture of Daryl up there on a thumbnail, and Daryl ain't looked like that in I don't know how many years. But see, you think you're evil. You're evil. You're mean, and you're just stupid. You're stupid and you're dumb. That's what you are. You're stupid and you're dumb. And you're mad because y'all niggas ain't on our level. That's what you're mad. Y'all niggas ain't on our level. Somebody over there taking some medication and can't figure out what they gonna do. Y'all niggas on your way out of here. Is near. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody's scared of you and nobody cares. So what? You're threatening to sue. It's still not going to stop people from exposing you. What did I tell your dumb ass years ago? What I say, Daryl? I told him this going to stay with him for the rest of his life. Didn't I tell him?
Yes, you did. And it only got bigger and worse. It got worse and worse and bigger. And
it's going to get even worse than that, Daryl. I got news for you. Watch what I tell you. In the next 6 months, this is going to get even worse. And see, all of his secrets and the things that he thinks that people don't know are going to come out. And they're going to come out, and he's going to be shocked. And he's going to blame you, because that's what he does all the time. He blames you for everything. Everything is your fault. But I'm here to tell you there's some other people behind the scenes that's coming for you, you dumb. And you don't see it yet, but that's because they're working completely in silence. And they're going to get your ass. And I'm gonna be sitting back with my remote control in my hand, watching it go down. I'm go your revolution will be televised, fool. It's gonna be televised.
It's okay for him to talk about other people, but you can't talk about him.
And I just want to say this too: any attorney, any lawyer that simply says that a person who laughs and questions whether a person is HIV positive or not, and says that's slander, you're reaching. You're definitely reaching. You're very reaching. So nobody over here said you had it, you idiot. But I know what your lover said. He said he saw the shit beside your bed. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what Lester Peltier on Tasha K's network said. He said he saw the prep. He's taking prep and he saw the HIV medications. That's what the man said. Now, whether you taking it or not, I don't know. Somebody over there taking something. That's why I told y'all yesterday, y'all niggas over there sick. Somebody ain't right over there. Somebody ain't right over there. And I mean that shit.
You ain't sued Tasha K, you ain't sued Lester, and you ain't sued Vincent. And you ain't sent no cease and desist.
And he not going to sue them.
Because he know if he do, and they go to court, all his dirty laundry is going to be in open court.
Well, here's the thing is, girl, and and let everything be brought into court. Let it all be brought into court.
You breaking up. Say that again.
I'm over it. I just said it needs to bothers you anymore. You just bring everything into court. You just bring everybody.
Oh, he breaking up. Oh, he breaking up. I'm sorry. No, I can't hear you. You breaking up real bad. You're breaking up real bad. You must be in a low area. But I know this much. I ain't coming into court by myself this time. I know that much. If I go to court, I will not be alone. I will not be alone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Just drag everybody into court. Bring the 3 accusers. Bring everybody. I'm sick of this. Larry, if you want this to be done once and for all, bring everybody. Bring everybody. Let everybody come to court and hash it out. And then once and for all, we can be done with the shit, right? But you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You know why? Because you want to come out here in these internet streets and try to prove to the world that you're victorious in lawsuits because you're going after one man. You're going after one blogger that just is, you know, is fucking tired of your ass. First of all, everybody tired of you, you know, and you know, you guys agreed to go your separate ways, but that ain't stop you from going on William McRae's platform and lying on Daryl. That didn't stop you, and everybody knew who you was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew. And what about you texting people and slandering Daryl's name? What about that? Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't think we're aware of you sitting in Texas slandering Daryl's name? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Because all that gets to be brought in too, Daryl. Mm-hmm. All those text messages, all that stuff gets to be brought in. Because see, people know. People see you think everybody's your friend, Larry. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend, Larry. Everybody not your friend. You think they are, they not. And they don't like you. They don't even like you. They pretend like,
and they tell me everything that you say and do. Everything.
Yeah, so but I'm over it. This, like I said,
yeah, if you bring us all in the court. If you want to resolve this, bring everybody. The 3 accusers, Vincent, Lester, Chamaco.
Bring everybody. Bring CTV. Bring that Consciouz VA.
Bring all of them. Bring all the people you paid to harass me. Bring everybody. We can get it all done in one time. But you ain't gonna do that because the dirty laundry comes with it. And when you bring them, I'm gonna bring your parents, your ex-wife, and your kids because they're adults now.
Well, let's just go here. Let's go here, Daryl. I'm sick of him trying to use this legal system to bully you because that's what he's doing. He's trying to use he's using the legal system to bully you, and he's using the legal system to threaten and bully other bloggers. And these bloggers are going to unite. And Larry, you are going to be the one that's going to have to pay the price for trying to bully these people. You keep trying to bully them. That's what you're doing. Because you mad. Y'all mad. Y'all big mad because we over here laughing at y'all. Yes, we laughing because we're going to turn your evil into our good. We're going to be cracking up laughing at how stupid y'all are. Y'all are. Sitting over there talking about somebody ain't on your level. We don't care. You ain't even on that level. Nigga, you don't even weigh that much. Every time you get on the scale say negative. Nigga, negative.
Can't even walk down a flight of steps.
Yeah.
I'm a content creator. About to fall his ass through the plate glass.
Yeah, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, nigga. You unsure about your steps, nigga. That was obviously when you was coming down them steps, nigga. You so unsure about your steps. I looked at that video. I said, "Oh my God," from Zion. I said, "Oh my God, oh my God." You know, I've been thinking a lot. I remember when Lisa was retiring from the military, and she came on the live with her, Vincent, and Larry. Before she could get out of the military, before she could retire, she said she wanted a divorce. She said, I want a divorce. Not a divorce, a divorce. This got to die. This whole situation got to die. Okay? All right? She wanted it over. Okay? And I am convinced, and I'll say it again, and this is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. I am convinced that it is impossible for a bunch of men to be living in the house, licking and lapping, and rolling around, scraping each other's ashy knees and elbows, and them children not know what's going on, and them children not to be able to tell their mother what's been going on up in that house. I clearly that if somebody over there is talking about Larry not what he is, you just being willfully ignorant. Okay? You know what Larry is. She knew what Larry is. I don't give a darn what nobody say. That woman knew who he was. She knew who he was. She ain't crazy. That's why when she got out, she said, I'm done. I'm done with this whole situation. This whole marriage is over. That's what she said. She said over. And the nigga started crying. Cause you ain't on her level. Your bitch ass ain't on your wife's level. Cause I don't care. Lisa got a little bit more sense than you. Lisa went to the military. Lisa got brains. I don't care what no damn body say. She got a little bit smarter than that idiot. All you've ever done, nigga, is be a musician and try to play for churches and pimp churches out for their money. That's what you've done. In my
You're breaking up. Still breaking up.
Hold on.
No, still can't hear you. But she said she don't even want you. She said, I don't even want you as my pastor. Beyonce's my pastor.
I can't hear.
No, still can't.
I can. No.
You're still breaking up.
I ain't said nothing. How am I breaking up?
Oh, okay, my bad. He'll be back. But she said that she don't even want him as her pastor. Beyonce, her pastor. That took up my soul. Beyonce was her pastor. But hold on here. Oh, here you go.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me or am I still breaking up?
I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, that's just the internet, I guess. But yeah, I'm over this man. I'm over him, and I'm over his windmiller. I'm over you ugly, stupid, non-speaking individual. You know, if you could give articulation to something, maybe someone would listen to you. But you are a dumb dummy. That's what you are. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're stupid. And anybody who has to resort to selling ass in a parking lot most certainly don't even need to speak about other people. You need to go somewhere and get your own self together and get your life together. Now, to all of you followers, just stay tuned. In the next couple of days, we're going to give you some instructions. And we'll let y'all know what's going on. I might give you some instructions, but it's time to step it up. Since everybody want to threaten people with lawsuits, let's go ahead and let's start filing some paperwork with some legal entities and start having some legal entities looking into some other stuff. Okay? Because there's a whole bunch of other stuff that needs to be looked into. So let's go ahead and do that. So you want to make the internet, this what y'all want the internet to be? This what y'all want the internet to be? Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. That's the fight you want to pick? All right. Because you know what we did to you on the other stuff. The other people got you thrown off your little program. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. So that's fine. All right. That's all I got to say. I'm going to hush on that. But I don't even know how long you've been on, sir, because you know I'm out here doing my thing.
2 hours and
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Get up off of here, bro. Take you some rest.
I am.
And
But
go.
don't let that boy with that CVS wig hype you up. Them Party City wigs hype you up.
It's too late for that, Daryl. Tell him to go run tell this nigga. Go run tell that. We tired now. So you want to make this a legal fight? All right. We're gonna call some legal entities because we know some stuff ain't right. So okay, this the fight you want? All right. Oh, and guess what, CTV? That includes you too. Okay. Because we know a whole lot of stuff you don't know we know. All right. Y'all want to go legal? All right, let's go ahead and call some agencies and let some people know what folks is doing out here. Let's let it be known since we want to go down this route.
He want to do it, that's fine with me. Because he putting the battery in the old boy back. He got to pay them legal fees. He got to post bond. He got to do all that. Not you.
Yeah.
So if he dumb enough to listen to you, talking about we doing this, we doing that, we ain't paying no legal fees. We ain't posting bond. We ain't facing 5 years in prison and $250,000 fine. You are. You are. You better think about that. You roll them dice you want to, they come up snake eyes.
Y'all niggas over there sick. Y'all just mad because you got them sick dicks. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody giving a shit about what the hell y'all talking about. I'm sick of this bullshit, dude. I swear I am. Over there, you're just mad. You're mad because you can't live life like everybody else lives life.
Can't get on Fox Soul, can't get on BET. Just mad. Big man.
Move next door to the clinic, nigga. Take a penicillin shot. You mad?
Penicillin don't work.
Get over it. Ain't nobody studying y'all.
I know I ain't.
That's all I got for today. I'm tired. You know, I'm working my butt off. I'm so tired. Yeah, I'll call you, Daryl, in about another hour, 30 minutes. When you get done with this stuff, just hit me up. You know what to do.
I will. Be safe out there.
All right. And to the sick dick niggas, trust me when I tell you, everybody that's working getting paid, right? So y'all doing y'all work. All right. So let me, y'all done made me mad now. Now y'all done really done made me mad. And so now that y'all done made me mad, because see, stuff that I wasn't going to do, I'm now going to do. And I didn't want to do this, but now I am going to do it. So, okay, since y'all want to threaten people, all right, I'll see you. See you when I see you, niggas.
Man, that's it. Don't come looking for me unless I sent for you. I've said that again. Anything comes to this house or to this computer that I didn't send for, emails getting sent out. Emails and screenshots, attachments, money transfers, audio of confessions, all that getting sent out to the proper authorities and to the media. Not playing. I'm not playing. Get Shishi on a leash and put Shishi in the backyard. Right. Get your ass in the fence. That's what you better do. Or you better put that dog down. I'm not talking. I'm not selling wolf tickets. I'm not bluffing. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm telling you what's going to happen if I get bothered in any way. I didn't lie on you. I didn't bother you. If you're not going to sue your two former lovers and you're not going to sue Tasha K, you better leave me alone too. Because if I have to come back and deal with readdress this, I'm not coming alone. I'm going to bring everybody into the courtroom. and then let them hash it out in the courtroom. Everybody gonna say, yeah, this is what was done to me by this person. This is what I did with this person. This is what this person gave me that I can't get rid of. This is what this person gave me that I gave my girlfriend. This is what this person gave me, and I got to live with it the rest of my life. And I have to tell all my lovers moving forward that this is what I have. That's what's going to happen. Then mom and daddy going to probably, and I'll be fair about it, they can give affidavit. Because I know your mother's sick. I'm not low down like you, but your mother and father going to have to give a sworn affidavit in front of a notary public. They got to raise their hand and swear that what they're telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. On the penalty of perjury, they're going to explain why they put you out the house when you were a teenager and what they saw you doing when they walked in the room. They're going to have to testify to that. Yeah. Then you're going to also tell where that PPP loan money went and what you did with it. And why you refused to submit your Form 990 upon request when that's required by law because you have a nonprofit. You got to explain all that. Why you haven't filed your annual report for your nonprofit. You're going to have to open up all your ledger books and show where every dime that you take in for that religious organization, where it's gone, what it was spent on, who it was spent on. You got to explain all that in open court. And if you slip up and you lie one time, each count of perjury, a year in jail, $5,000 fine for each count of perjury. Not all together. Each count is a year in jail and a $5,000 fine. On top of that, arranged marriage, which is 5 years in prison. So you're looking at starting out 6 years in prison, $255,000 in fines. Starting out, and it goes up. Yeah, Shishi. Shishi, come here, girl. Come here. Get your ass in the fence. Better get that dog on a leash, a short leash at that. I'm not playing with you. That boy and his big mouth gonna cost you your freedom. You're gonna be in an 8x6 cell. You're gonna be able to touch both ends of the wall in that cell like this. Messing with him. Let him go out here and gas you up. You go let him go out here and gas you up. You're gonna do them 5 years, not him. He ain't arranged no marriage. You did. He didn't admit to arranging a marriage. You did. We have your confession on audio. We have you throwing your cousin on the bus saying she's done this 2 times already. Arranged marriage. The first one ain't no real criminal issue there because the person she married was an American citizen. But this second one, she on the hook for that 5 years, $250,000 fine. The person that officiated the wedding, your other concubine, your other betrothed, 5 years, $250,000 fine for him too. And you're gonna be on the hook for paying all of it because they're your employees. Let him go on out there and hype you up. Don't let that boy who has nothing, he don't have pot, no window. He survives off of the money that you give him. And if you let him go out there and gas you up and hype you up, yeah, go, we doing this, we doing that. You the one gonna lose everything. He ain't gonna lose nothing because he got nothing. I got time today. And I ain't backing down. You come after me. You might drag me into civil court, but you're going to criminal court. You'll be a convicted felon the rest of your life. Not me. You'll be a convicted felon. Chamaco will be a convicted felon. Your cousin Latrice will be a convicted felon. And you not think about Chamaco and Latrice. They got a child who's a minor. If they get arrested and go to prison, where the boy gonna go? Where's their son gonna go? Until he turns 18, he has to be. If one of Chamaco's family or her family don't take him in, he's going to be a ward of the state. He's going to be in a group home, a foster home. If one of his family members don't take him in while they do their prison time. You didn't think about that. But you go right ahead, though. You go right ahead. You do what you do. I ain't scared of you. And I'm tired. And I'm going to take these headphones off. I've had enough. I done buried both my parents. I've had a stroke. I've had COVID. I've had people say that they were praying for my daddy to die, my dog to die. Recorded my elderly mother with dementia on the internet for fun. Thought it was fun. Just to harass me. Harassing elderly people in their 80s because you don't like their son. You're a coward. But I got news for you. I stopped by to tell you this evening. You really need to think with your big head and not the little one. Prison is waiting on you if you come after me. That's not a threat. Because I'm not going to rest until I see the feds come in your door and put you in handcuffs. And I mean that. I really do. Got that soap in my eye. But yeah. You go ahead. You go ahead. Pride come for a fall. You go right ahead. Hype him up. Get hype. You go on out here. You do something stupid. You're going to be held responsible. That's all I got to say. For those of you who haven't done so already, please click like. And when this show is over, please share the video. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to both of my channels. I really appreciate it. And if you feel so led, my information at the bottom. Please Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo. I appreciate it. But I'm sure they're going to do something else stupid. I'll be back. But I'm going to leave you with these few little things to look at. You mean nothing to him. I'm going to tell you that again, Conscious. You mean nothing to him. You think you do, but you don't. You mean absolutely nothing to him. You just hired help, and you're trying to approach yourself to be more than you are. I have not told one lie. Not one.
I just feel like I'm in the dark. Just holding on. I gotta go.
Fuck that.
You're gonna cry in the car.
You mad because of this?
No, I don't feel like. I feel like on the internet, when it comes to social media, what matters is the salaciousness of the story, and people just believe what they want to. Like there was some rumor that I had HIV. Now that started at 19, and that I was.
Which they've been saying. They've been saying I was gonna die in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, and that, but this is what I did. The blog of Consciouz TV. We do the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Challenge. So we always get blood.
See, he do have it. See, he does have it.
Who you talking about?
I
don't want to get into that.
Your friend Conscious, he's but
oh
yeah.
Oh, you talking about Conscious?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can't be involved in
that
conversation.
Okay, I'm a hush.
Yeah.
I'm a hush. Forgive me. Forgive me because I know that's your friend.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
Conscious is my friend, is a great guy. So and he
but he drugged me, baby. He drugged me for filth.
I heard.
That's the email address. That is the email address. That is the email address. That is the email address. And you blind copy me to that email address. Hit me up. I'll send you the letter that I need you to send to ICE to report the fraudulent marriage. Just email me at that address below and I'll send that information to you. But buy me a coffee is buy me a coffee is what we need. Buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee is where I'm gonna have all the instructions. And you go there and you add me on Buy Me a Coffee. Add me on Buy Me a Coffee. It's in the chat. And before I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna put the instructions up with the letter. Everything you need to do step by step. And we're gonna go from there. All right, y'all. Good night.